If you've ever felt like your body is literally hardwired to gain fat, you're probably right. Most likely it actually is. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can actually rewire your body so that you can lose your gut and to lose fat overall. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. So, yes, your body literally gets wired to gain fat. Now that is probably shocking to some to hear, but it's really true. Think about this. Our bodies are really amazing in that they are highly adaptive. Our bodies literally, in every sense, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, our bodies are always listening for what they need to adapt to next. It's the reason why, we learn how to um, ride ride a bike or tie our shoes, or it's the reason why if you go outside for a while, your skin will tan, or just a variety of different kind of things. Your body's always kind of like looking for inputs to respond to, especially those that are that your body is exposed to for an extended period of time. What happens though is that, especially if it's a very extended period of time, your body develops kind of like a type of homeostasis, so to speak. It kind of like a set point is what some people call it. Your body establishes like a set point there. So that's kind of like your body's normal. Now, the thing is, depending on whatever the external environment is, it could be good stimuli or good inputs, it could be bad inputs. But your body will respond to those. And the more that your body is exposed to those, the more entrenched it gets. Now, it doesn't mean that you'll never be able to back out of it. It just means that your body will get in that set point where it will take a bit to get out of it. So, all that said, your body, if you're dealing with a persistent gut, if you're dealing with persistent excess fat that it seems like it's hard for you to lose, it's true. Your body's wired to hold on to it. Even though it's excess fat, even though it has negative effects on your body, such as affecting your hormones negatively, affecting your joints negatively, um, and increasing inflammation and whatnot, your body is kind of in a place where it gets a little harder to lose it. So let's talk a little bit about how your body is rewired, or some of the areas that your body gets not rewired but wired for fat gain and holding on to fat. So one thing is in your insulin level. So your pancreas produces insulin. Insulin is what your body uses essentially to pull blood glucose into your body cells, like your muscles and all that kind of stuff, so that it can be used by your body for energy. Now, insulin is called the fat storage hormone, because insulin also pulls energy, glucose rather, into your fat cells as well. So if you're always spiking insulin, then what's happening is you're constantly pulling in glucose into your fat cells and increasing your um your fat uh storage. So your body gets used to doing that. And so anytime consume some sort of food or whatever it is that spikes your glucose, then your body's going to jack it up. Your body may not have as balanced of a response, especially as you get more and more overweight, more fat, then your body's response may not be as balanced. And your body gets used to this. So your body literally becomes efficient at gaining fat. Another way that your body is wired to hold on to fat is your microbiome. Now, I'm saying this, and I do want you guys to do your research, so I'm not going too much into depth, but these are things I've learned over time. So, like I say, do your research. But your microbiome, which is otherwise known as the all of the millions and billions of bacteria that are lining your gut, um, they literally change, like the composition of those bacteria change such that it can make it harder for you to lose weight. So like literally the gut of a person who is overweight, um, and unhealthy and whatnot is very different from the gut of a person who is lean in shape and all that kind of stuff. So I heard some time ago, I think it was Dr. Hyman talking about it, but folks talking about fecal transplants from somebody who's healthy, to somebody who's like overweight, dealing with health issues that are related to being overweight. Now, I know fecal transplant sounds pretty nasty, but just hear what I'm saying on this. And I include a link to what I found, which I believe references whatever studies that maybe he was talking about. But anyway, some studies have shown beneficial effects from when there was a fecal transplant from a healthy lean donor to someone who was overweight. Benefits such as reduced insulin resistance, meaning the body's more responsive to its own insulin, reduction in blood lipids, reduction in blood glucose, even weight loss, just from a fecal transplant. But keep in mind, when you're talking about fecal transplant, you're talking about transplanting, the bacterial makeup of one healthier person to a person who's dealing with excess weight. And that in and of itself improving metabolic markers, including one's weight. Now, there are some still mixed results with some of those studies, which should be noted. Make sure you take a look at the link that I'm going to share in the description. But there was some evidence showing an effect on just simply the bacteria in one's gut, causing one to, well, making it harder for somebody to be, um, you know, get lean, or even helping somebody to be lean. Now, changes in the microbiome happen over a period of time, largely having to do with the food that we eat, but even also in other environmental factors. A third way that your body gets wired for fat gain for a gut is your cravings. Now, I talk about cravings relatively often, because that is one of the big issues that leads to fat gain. We have cravings, especially for sweets, or very, very processed foods, otherwise known as ultra processed foods. What happens is you have really, you know what I'm talking about. You have really, really, really strong cravings for something where you feel like you can't live without it, even though that's not true. You're not having these really strong cravings. I've been there, done that, still deal with that to some degree. And so what happens is your body has these very, very strong pulls that make you feel like you have to have the thing. And that's the whole thing, like where somebody says every time I, get out, it keeps on pulling me back, so to speak. This is a big issue. Okay. Cravings in and of themselves, your brain wiring contributing to you still having extra weight. So let's talk a little bit about some solutions, which I want to refer to as hard reset solutions. If you're familiar with the term hard reset, that's kind of like something we talk about in like the computer world. Like if you like reboot your computer, like you might try to do some stuff like um do a restart, where your computer doesn't power all the way down. But then you have hard reset, which is where you actually power it all the way down and then you start it back over. So these are what I consider some kind of hard resets that I won't go into much depth now, but I just want to like put them in your mind now. First one is fasting. Fasting is a hard reset, literally where you go for a period of time without eating. Now, this is going to do a very good job of helping you over time to balance out your insulin, balance out your blood glucose. You want to make sure you check, of course, with your doctor if you haven't been fasting for a while and whatnot. But fasting is very good, not only at balancing out your insulin, it can actually reshape your microbiome as well. And fasting, as I've mentioned many times, is superb for helping to eliminate cravings. So fasting is one of those like super powerful things. Again, you want to enter into it with wisdom. Check with your doctor if you need to. But yeah, fasting. Second thing is exercise in general is good for all of these. Helping to build muscle helps to improve your insulin levels. It'll also have some effect on your microbiome. Not sure about cravings, but at least with your microbiome and with insulin, yeah, there could be some effect there. You also want to be serious about number three, which I'll say is a combination of two things: eliminating ultra processed foods and sweet drinks from your diet, and then feeding your microbiome. So, with especially with various colors of plant foods. So, eliminating or at least sharply reducing ultra processed foods and sweet drinks. That's going to help in all areas. It's going to help you with your cravings. It's going to help you reshape your microbiome. It's going to help you to balance out your insulin so it's responding the right way. But then you also want to feed your microbiome by literally feeding in all these different kind of fibrous plant foods, green leafy vegetables, all the colors really, onions, garlic, carrots, whatever, a variety of colors so that your microbiome can really start to feed. You can feed those beneficial bacteria, which over time of doing this will help to reshape everything. Okay. So I didn't want to go too long with this video. I just want to touch on these, but just know that with these tools, these are probably just a few of them, but these are some tools that will help you to actually rewire your body to lose your gut, to lose excess fat, and really, quite frankly, to be healthier overall. Let me know what you think about this video and have a good one. As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my body weight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/SeanB2B Fitness today.